Now that you've created your Google Classroom page, it's time to start putting some material on it. Hopefully all your students have joined the class, and now it's time to go to classwork. So again, at the top, let's go to classwork. And the create button, I love this button. You can post assignments on here. So if you click assignment, you're going to post your assignment. So I'm going to put in Wonder Woman activity. My Myths and Legends class is looking at how superheroes connect to ancient mythology. Okay, so then I'll put my instructions, complete worksheet, and turn in when done. Now I'm going to hit add, okay? I'm going to pick my Google Doc from Google Drive. You can't put in a link, you have to use Google Drive because it only helps you with this situation. This is how you have to do. So you can look up the information. You can just search for it right here. Upload, my drive, recent. I'm going to use this one because it's recent. So it's this one here, and I'm going to add it. Okay. Now, this is what I like about Google. Students can view the file. Yes, that's great. They can just read through it, but click on that button. Students can edit the file. That means every student has access to this one doc. The last one is what I prefer. Make a copy for each student. Now, when the students log into Google Classroom, they're each one going to have this separate document to complete on their own. So they'll submit it when they're done, and then you'll have all the student work. No more copies to collect. We're not in class, we're not in school, we can't collect them. So they will be on Google Classroom for you. So each student will have his or her own copy. They will complete it online, and then you will be able to grade it online as well. So if we look to the right, sample class, all students, now this is where you can differentiate. If you are differentiating for certain students, you can put in a different version of the doc and only assign it to a couple of students who might need certain accommodations or modifications. And I think that's a great tool. I've used that multiple times. You can put a due date on here. This will show up in your calendar and the student's calendar that this assignment is due on this date. The topic, I'm going to create a topic, superheroes. And you can even put a rubric on here as well if you would like. Create a rubric, reuse a rubric, or import a rubric from Sheets. So that's another step you could take. Now I'm going to hit assign here, and it's going to show up in my stream and in my classwork. I'll give it just a second to process. It's taking a little longer. There we go. So if you go to stream, it just lists all the activities in chronological order from when you posted them. Classwork is the one I like. I always tell my students go to classwork because I like to give topics. And that way the students can look up the topic. Like they'll go over here, all the superhero items will show up here. Okay. And like I mentioned, each student will have his or her own copy. They will complete that copy, turn it in, and then you will have all of them to grade. It makes it so much easier. Let's go back to classwork. There's a couple other things you can do here. You can do a quiz assignment where it'll create a Google form for you. Or you can also upload a Google form here through Google Drive. You can upload a Google form as well. And I have a vocabulary quiz in here. I could upload that here, put that in. Okay. All right. And something I like about this, locked mode on for Chromebooks. This is what we have in my school system. So the students, when they open up that quiz, they cannot access any other websites. They can only access that one Google form. So I think it's a great resource for that. Excuse me. Again, you'd put in the title, the instructions, on the right, the number of points, the due date, the topic. Let's add a different topic. We'll put vocabulary here. Okay. And trying to see, oh, I forgot to put quiz, and then we will assign it. Now, something great about this assign button, there's a little drop-down menu. You can schedule it. You can schedule it for a certain time. I don't want it to show up to my students until Monday at 8 a.m. You will schedule it and it won't show up until Monday. So those are some great things you can use. And if you see here, it's in gray and it says scheduled for Monday. So these are a couple of things that you can do. I will add more at a later time, but thanks for watching. Take